There we go. Let's turn those on. Let's check that the sound is working. Is the sound working? Yes, it is. Lovely. Let's close that then. So I'm not falling into the trap again of OBS doing the you didn't press the go live button before it started recording. So it's probably recording now and we're studying like lemons. But I'm gonna find out while I set up my screen. So later on we will be doing the dragon unlock, the dragoon unlock. But for the time being, we are looking at what we have just harvested. I think it's that one. Here we go. Hatchets and spreadsheets, we're going to call this. Well, I'm going to assume that the OBS's recording hasn't changed any. It's been 2 minutes, so I guess we'll find out at some point whether this works or not. Anyway, never mind. So ignore the money counter in the bottom corner. It's not part of the 1 million in a week. We've already done the 1 million in a week. This is just a continuation of said 1 million in a week. And what this is basically me logging for however long it is. It's not a durationable of time. We know that on a good day we can do 2 stacks of hatchets in about an hour, and we know that on a bad day it can be 2.5 hours. So what I do now is because I work from home and I work on my computer, I can alternate between what I do. So I park myself somewhere, and when I have time I deal with it, and if I don't have time I don't deal with it. And then when I play, you know. So today we've been working on spreadsheets while we've been slapping trees, and this Thunder Up guy has yeah, it wasn't the bestest of lumbering friends, let's put it that way. Never mind, everyone learns manners eventually. So let's just have a quick look. Aerologs, they're selling for 1800. Let's see if we can pull up that spreadsheet. Do you like a good spreadsheet? Okay, so there's a spreadsheet. You guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. Okay, so this is our calculation sheet of what things cost, what we normally get, and how much things cost. So to an NPC, 1 stack of 12, it is worth 60. So this is just a calculation that I made because, you know, I spent a lot of time doing this. So I figured why not. So there's no price for elm because we don't sell that to the NPCs. So basically, if anything is selling for less than that on the auction house, then we buy it. So that's the equals L2. Oh yeah, so this gold section here, that's what I did. So this gold section here is the current price of what things are on the auction house. So we can check. So what I do is I just make that top window so it never changes. And then let's have a look. So Arrowwood, I think you guys can see that. Maybe not. There we go. I think you can see that now. Oh, it doesn't move for you. You can always see it. Oh, okay, sorry. It's just my screen that you can't see. So, let's have a look. So, Arrowwood is 180. And it sells to the NPC for 60. So, what we can do is we can change this. Make this a bit better. So the price on the auction house we already have here. So we can call this HDiff. And we can also find out if buying it off the auction house to sell it to an NPC is going to be worthwhile at the same time. So this one equals that minus that. Does that work? There's only one way to find out. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's what we was doing on the last episode. So they were crafted. That just puts them in a separate place when we're looking. So we've done that 180. So ash is 700. Elm is always about the same. So holy is 1600. Let's have a look. Maple. It's about 300. Oh, yeah, how did that happen? That's nice. I like that. Okay, we'll keep that. So maple is 300. Can you guys see everything though? That's the next question. No, you can't. Yeah. Is there a way for me to move that over? So I'm trying to think, right? See, as I've done that now, what if I just have a look? What can you guys see? So you can see that anyway. Okay, so it's just me that changes for. Okay, no, I just found a button. And the button did stuff. I didn't know you could do that with OBS. Oh, no, I can't remember what the button was. Oh, poop. It was the canvas scaling size. Oh, up and down. Okay. So, we were distracted. Maple. So after maple is willow. Somebody's been buying willow for 500. And then it went up to 1,000. Let's have a look. So it's the usual suspect. Only Holy. So Holy sells for 1800 to an NPC. So we should do that calculation the other way around, really. So that equals that minus that. There we go. So that's better. So if it's positive, then that's a buy from the auction house to sell. Don't put that one in there. That just doesn't have. I mean, we could move that to the bottom, just for the sake of not having a gap, like that. Just for those people with OCD, why not? I cater for everyone. So, so how many did we get of each of these? Let's have a look. That's the big question. Let's just move that over there so I can see. Ah, there we go. Right. We managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks of 12 and 7. And then for the ash, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for the holy, we got 1 and 3. And for the maple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6. And the willow, so we got 2 and 7. Okay, and for the elm, we got 2 and 5, which is nice. And that's all from 12 hatchets. Yeah. There we go, that's better. Into a bit weird. Okay, so excuse me. So we can now see roughly what we've earned for the day. So it's roughly what 10. So about 12, 112k in one day. And on our spreadsheet, we managed to create a list of everything that can be made from everything that we have from the Galesh outpost, and then we filtered that down into what we can make in the early 20s, and then we put that into a table that we can use to level just by being in the Galesh outpost. So we can get all the way down to 23 just by being here, and then once we start leveling smithing and alchemy, you know, we can go a lot further, practically all the way to 60. So been working on that too. That's something that we'll do over time. In the smithing bracket, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can change my view. There we go. So in this spreadsheet here, it's quite nice, goes quite long. There we go. Is all of the ninjutsu tools. So everything that is a ninjutsu tool makes multiple, and those multiple can be sold for, well, multiple monies. Oops, sorry, that's my bad. So they can all be sold for multiples. So I wanted to find out what the best way is to get them all and how much they all cost. And to do that, I needed to break them down into how they're all made. So to give you an idea, I mean, we can do what I like to do. Is we take the grey one above the bright blue one, and we just isolate each ones that were worked on, and then we change the color accordingly to what we're doing in the day. So if we're working on one of these, instead of forgetting where we are, we can just change the color of the background, and we know at the end of the day where we finished or what we need to finish on. And then when you move on and you know you've done it, and you trust the process that you've already been through, trust in yourself. Otherwise, a spreadsheet will eat you, and it will eat you forever. And you start getting deep, because we will get deep into spreadsheets. They'll do all our math. So if we start second guessing our spreadsheets, then yeah, it's going to be a doozy. So just because that's an eye distraction from the whole table, we're going to colour that out as well for no reason other than it's just there. I mean, we could put crystals in there if we wanted to, or a list of everything. There's no reason why we can't try and do that, and see where that gets us. I think there's too many things here really to do that with, but there's no reason we couldn't take a list of say every ninjutsu tool and take stock of what's going on, because that doesn't make sense. What's missing from here? Animal glue. Yeah. And what are you making with your animal glue and your 7 alchemy? So this one here is in error. So we change that. Maybe not that colour. The one below it is what I was looking for. So you see how that's now a different colour. That means that we've got to work on that and work out why that's wrong. That is how you make animal glue and bamboo stick. But what is the thing making? So let's see if we can resolve this. Animal glue. And what ninja tool is made from animal glue? So all ninja tools are roughly made around the 30 to 40 level. So when we come into here, we can look at the 30 to 40 level. And just narrow that down to a little bit. Let's take that to there. Right. So our ninjutsu tools it's not the right ones. They're not in the game yet. Are they? Shouldn't be in the game yet. Security is silence. Because it's a weapon. Plonker. Silly rabbit. Right, where were we? Oh yes. We were looking to see what we make. There's nothing we make. No, there's nothing there. So, what's going on with our spreadsheet? So look at the bamboo sticks. And when you get a web page like this that doesn't work, just go to the URL bar and take out the Horizon part, so it's FFXI, and that'll take you straight to the main wiki. Toad oil. No, done that one already. Is it this one with the batch apartment? So it is the Kagorogi animal glue bamboo stick and bast parchment. So there's the bast parchment and the black ink. Alchemy 7. I think it is. Woodworking 39. So is there anything that's got woodworking 39 sitting in a strange way? Like something's missing. Because there's something missing on our spreadsheet. 39. Bast parchment. Kaguagi Ogi. There it is. So there's the rest of that. Which makes that a considerably bigger macro than what it was before. So let's just pull that back in. So bass potch, that's better. That looks like a full macro now. Yeah, that looks better. Interesting times. Should put a space though between it. And mark it all together. Just keep our workstation tidy, because otherwise we get untidy and then it gets messy and it's horrible. You know, we don't have to fill in these blanks. It's not a requirement. What is a requirement though is moving that one over to there maybe. Or to there. I mean, it's not a problem. There's a lot of space on this one that can be moved over. This. Let's have a look. So that's something to work on. So let's change that colour, because I don't really want to be stretching out the spreadsheet more than I have to on the screen, because then it becomes a problem with visibility and stuff. I mean, we can do another to there. Anything more than that and the screen will snap and make its own window. which then messes up the OBS, so you guys can't see it. So has to be, that's the limit. So that does give us enough space to do what we wanted to do. Maybe if we pull you to there, and then you to there, and then just tap you into the orange, and then there we go. At least that sorts that out. Then that makes that look nice and tidy. Doesn't matter about the going over the edges and stuff. So this side now looks like it needs a bit of an organize. You know, it's always nice to do that. Keeps everything in place. Right, spaces. They're all single crafts. That's not, that's a double craft. So double craft, large craft. I mean, that works, just not brilliantly. Let's go with the right ones though, rabbit. To there. Just give ourselves a bit of eye space. Keep ourselves tidy. There we go. Right, so while we're looking and thinking, we can sort those out. I mean, that works for me. That works for me. Doesn't have to be amazing. There's no reason why we can't extend that a tad. Still says all the information in the right place. So there's no reason we can't, you know, re-add what we need to add, if that makes life easier. You know, the bass parchment is that one, because it's the only one there. So that is that. Again, there's no reason we can't. If this is a permanent thing, we can merge them, and then at the end of there, just do that. Fills that gap, you know. So there's no reason we can't do these things. That we can merge that. It should complain. That's fine. Don't care. You're going to complain as well. That's fine. Don't care. Heck, let's do it with that one as well. It seems like to be a nice trend. So, there we go. And then we can get really creative with the colours now. We know that that's one set. You know, and we know that is one set. I'm not saying you have to do this. It's just, you know, well, that's technically different sets with that crystal. You know, you would have to do it a different way because we've linked them all together now. So, you know, like maybe those ones, but either or, change that back to the grey. I mean, there's no reason why you can't do those in the colour of the crystal, but then you have to be really annoyed and complicated with those when it starts later on. We can bring you right in. and then bring some space back in to this. You sort you out. See how this is working out? Like, there's no reason we couldn't use that as a framing off, because now that whole one there is done. We know that that's done. Yes, it looks like we're spending a lot of time on colours, but once you get the hang of it, you're like just like smacking everything through. It's not a biggie. This is just me having a look. Is that any better? No. So that's fine. We'll just put it back the way it was. We'll come back to that. So, and it will just evolve over time, and eventually, as you're working on it, you know, these things will happen and start to look better as you do it. And as they look better, you'll do it. You'll know that you're working through everything, and you've got things going on as you need. But it means that all your information is there and available, and you can check it, change it, and do what you need to do with it. With all these different tabs, eventually you'll get to one tab, and then you can link it all together price-wise. So anyway, this is how I do spreadsheets and things. This is how I work on what it is I want to work on, and that's it basically. I do think you could come down here. One more. No, I don't really care. You can go into that one. We'll just grey that one off. But the reason I did that is because look, we can get rid of that whole, delete that column now. And let's click on everything and then bring out the big screen. Hey, we don't need any of those anymore. So just delete. And we know we don't need anything down anymore. So just pick on one, grab it, and then delete. That just takes us back to a place where, you know, where we're happy with what we've got. If you don't like the white, then the best way to deal with that is just to start from that color and then go back. Best way I've found to do it. You know, if you want an off grey, it's your base color, and you work up from there, then I would do that. There's no reason why you can't do that. Segment everything off just to get yourself started. You would have done this from the beginning as you go, so you know you wouldn't be doing this like now, but sometimes it's nice to have a fresh rethink on what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you know, it's staring at a computer screen for a long time. So whatever keeps your brain functioning in the proper way, you do it. So we know that that's now green because we've been working on that. So anyway, this is how I do spreadsheets. This is how I've been working out what we do and what we can organize. What we will do is, before we lose everything, because we have lost something. What is the goldsmithing ninjutsu tool that requires copper and silver? Let's have a look. If you see it before me, point it out. Is it a jewel? A jewel skill? No? So where is it, guys? What? on? Huh? There we go. So, Hasrani. And you belong in there. In there. There we go, that's better. So, let's put you back to where you was. And you guys the way you should be. Donk, donk. Yeah, I knew it was there already. Is this Kaduku? So Hasarani. Do it there, I think is better. They've gone all the way to the top on that one. There's no reason we can't do that, because it's just me thinking aloud, chat. It's just me thinking aloud. Anyway, let's put that back to where it is, because we're done on this for the day. We'll pick that up tomorrow and carry on with that. So let's close that down. We've recorded what we earned wise. So let's put Elm on the market. I'm going on for 55. And then doopy-doopy-doo. Mog satchel. Put the elm logs in there. Do we have any saved up? We do. There's actually a stack now. That's nice. So we'll go and put them back on there as well. Let's just take them out of here so we don't accidentally sell them to the NPC. That become quite costly quite quickly. Doopy-doopy-doo. 130,000. I think we might buy a Cassie earring in a minute. Just because, you know, we don't have an earring yet. There we go. And that's why we took them out of the house. Put them in the house, sorry, took them out of our backpack. Just to make sure we didn't make any oopsies. Okay, so let's go and put these other ones on the top. That would take us 5, 6, 7, 8, so that'd be 8, 8, 8, 9, 2. So nearly 900,000, and this is going to be what, 700,000 rearing, 600, 700,000. But let's have a look. Let's put the elms up first. Go for 55 because that's what we're putting them up for. So it'll take a while to sell, but that's what they are. And let's have a look. Buy armor, earring, right at the very bottom. Uncassie earring. So that would be for my paladin. It's not great for the red mage, but so a Cassie earring and a physical earring is what I would like, because you know that's nice. Let's have a look. How much is it? It's $500,000. It's quite a few of them. But anyway, that's enough. That's Rabbit Diaries for the day. We've done our spreadsheets, we've done our hatcheting, and chopped everything up. So we made about 150k, and we've organised our spreadsheets a lot, which is good. So we can stop thinking soon. And this evening we'll be unlocking Dragoon. So there'll be another video on the way tonight, I hope. So thank you for joining me, and I really do hope that OBS recorded all this.